Well, I believe we's here on the Plant Better Mindset Hour. It used to be called because I've been doing this for years. And now with everything live and video, it replaced the call. It is my wish, my joy, and my hope that I teach all of you to plant better seeds so you can then eventually move to a better quality of life. I am going to do my bestest. I am going to do my bestest to see if I can incite you to some sort of wealth and a bit more health than my nasal thing going on. But this is extremely important. Who's going to talk? By show of hands and raising of the voices, who's going to talk and ask the questions? Yes, yes.
100.
All right. Good, good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, what I want to do is let's move into the announcement section of our phone call. Very simple. I have bought a whole phone, and all of you can text me at any time. Yes, 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 yes. The phone number is I'm so used to being international. The phone number is 409-500-1546. Am I right? Did I remember it that fast? Is it 1546? It is? Okay, good. 1546. There it is. Thank you very much. 409-500-1546. Here's my vision. My vision for this is anybody, that number, you get everything first. I thought I was going to have some feedback. Well, don't be formal here. This ain't no formal call, okay? I got plenty of those calls. This isn't the formal one. This is the one in which I do massive transformation and hook y'all up. Everything's first. And I'll divide you up in groups. Maybe you want classes first, exclusive things, this. You can also text message me 10 to 30-second video. Just text it to me asking a question. And then what I would do is I would then shoot my own video answering your question, put them both together, and they'll be on my social media. You can ask any question that you want. I promise you that that feature is going to blow up. I can assure you by tomorrow you will be seeing videos as many people would like to ask me a question. Okay? So fingerprint. Oh, no. Just now that you are all here, I'm excited. Who's got the number down? Everybody write the number down? All of you on this call should text message me if you want exclusive access behind the scenes, things first, special discounts, free items, asking me questions, all that stuff. Or when I go live and you don't ever want to miss anything, you can ask permission and I would text message you every time I'm live. And then the link, when you'll have it right there. You don't have to search for anything to include these links, Zoom calls, etc., whatever that may be. But this is going to be pretty cool. But that's the only announcement that we have. Therefore, if you're ready, grab a pen or a pad or use the note app on your phone. And let's get down to the transformation. Today, I want to talk with you, ladies and gentlemen, about 11 ways to attract abundance into your life. 11 ways to attract abundance into your life. Pause. Wait a minute. Let me put some bass in it, okay? Give me a second. I need all of you to understand one thing only. And I think the greatest teacher on earth about abundance is Neil Donald Walsh. I really love his teachings on abundance, and let me hear you. Let me stop all of you right now. Abundance is not what you have, it's what you are. Everybody write that down. I haven't got to my 11 points. You're more than welcome. Please stop me at any time. Jerome, I expect you to stop me so you can ask a question, okay? Just get it started off so they can get out their shells, right? But abundance is not what you have. Abundance is what you are. Okay, everybody write that down. Seriously. If you miss that, you're going to miss the whole call. You're going to miss life. Abundance is not what you have, it's what you are. And what you are always ends up with what you have. Always. Your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner world. Now, some of you know this, and some of you are keeping up with me. Congratulations. I appreciate you because you're no rookie. We're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper into this. But let me say again for the fourth time, abundance is what you are, not what you have. Now, everybody write this down. There's a few people who say this, but I say it a little differently. In life, you get what you are and not what you know. Write that down. In life, you get what you are and not what you know. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the holy grail of understanding all things that is abundance. Remember, you can ask me a question at any time. Right now, I've already bumped up against some of your programming. But here is the truth. Will continue to be the truth. You don't get what you know. Intelligence gives nothing. Awareness gives everything. You can be high in intelligence, low in awareness, and your life will reflect that. In life, you get your awareness, not your intelligence. Okay, you write that down, but it's just the same thing I just said. I'm just saying it in a different way. In life, you do not get your intelligence. You get your awareness. This is why people like Donald Trump can have all these things because he's aware of having said things. He's not a rocket scientist. You understand? It's pretty clear with respect. He doesn't read that well, but he has more money than all of us can buy. Is that fair? I'm not dissing him. I'm complimenting him at this moment, okay? Floyd Mayweather is another person. You're not really waiting on the next novel from Floyd Mayweather. You're not waiting on the next intellectual discussion or the theological treatise coming from Floyd Mayweather. He, too, also has more money than all of us combined. Not that money is abundance, but it most certainly is a major part of it. Abundance is what you are. Okay? It's not what you have. Now, that's 4 minutes that I stressed at one point, and it's not even a point in what I want to discuss. But until you understand that all of you, hear me well, you have in your life your current level of abundance that's inside of you, period, point blank. That is what you have in your hand, period. Your car, it's what's inside of you. Your job, it's what's inside of you. Let me say it a different way. Your car is who you are. Your current vehicle is who you are, period, point blank. It is. Your current house is who you are. Bob Proctor says it this way. He calls it the law of compensation in a different way. He says, this world has given you the dollar amount that you deserve and not a penny more. Not 1 penny more do you have. All of you right now, if you had the awareness to make more money, you would have more money. You do not currently have the awareness. This is why you must go outside of your awareness to raise your awareness. Write that down. I must go outside of my awareness to raise my awareness. I'll break that down. I must go outside of my awareness to raise my awareness. Albert Einstein hit that nail on the head long before. Albert Einstein says, man cannot fix a problem that his consciousness has created. God, that is good. Man cannot fix a problem that his consciousness has created. That's deep. And you know what most of you do? You get into a problem, You withdraw and you say, I'm going to fix it. It's impossible for you to fix it. You cannot fix a single one of your problems, but you can also fix every last one of your problems. Seems like a paradox, but it is not. Oprah calls it big mind, little mind. Hey, I'm trying to give you all these great teachers so we can all make it relatable and palatable to our understanding. Adonia says, happy birthday, Grace. Let's pause right quick. Let's just clap right now for Grace and her birthday, employee number 1. Yes, 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 employee number 1. Woohoo! Grace. Yay. August 12th. There you go. Oprah calls it big mind, little mind. None of you, if you withdraw, you're automatically taking from. And Albert Einstein says you can't fix a problem that your consciousness has created, and it's true. I just surmised to you, I just gave you a thesis that you cannot fix, you can't raise your awareness unless you go outside of your awareness. I'll help you understand that, and then we'll come back to Einstein. If you want to know something, get a book. It's an awareness outside of yours that's higher, that increases. If you want to know more, get a mentor. They are at an awareness that's outside of yours and higher, so you can rise up. Go to school. Don't confuse education with school. 2 different things. Okay? Go get you a trade. Do whatever you have to do, but outside of your consciousness is where all your solutions are. Listen to me. Outside of your consciousness is where every last one of your solutions are. You know why? Because everything in this world is energy. It's one superposition spread out everywhere. Reality, multiple, infinite. And then the moment you put your consciousness on it, Dion, you put it in one place. And it's just what you know. Dr. Joe Dispenza, he was correct. The problem of you is you. You are your problem. You are the reason you have what you have. And you're never going to get anything else, pay attention, until you become someone else. And that's the truth. Until you become future you, then you can't get anything. Now, I haven't even got to my 11 points yet. I can't give them to you. You know why I can't give them to you? Because the first thing on their law is gratitude. And you know how many people are going to reject that as soon as I say it? As soon as I say that if you want to have abundance coming to your life, you need to be thankful right now, broke, they're going to reject that. So what I'm attempting to do, Law, is I'm plowing the field. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I couldn't just come out and say, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for number 1, gratitude. Yeah, I would have rejected that. No way. No way. It can't be that easy, Antonio. And then some of you going to lie to yourself, I am happy. I'm happy that I'm pissed off, right? No. So let's keep building this, because gratitude is in every area of your life, even the people you can't stand. In order to fix that relationship, remind me to come back to that. I feel it all in my spirit. In order to fix that relationship, you have to be grateful for that relationship you need to fix. We'll come back to that. We ain't got the gratitude yet. Right now, Law, I got you, but I ain't got everybody else. I'm trying to work on everybody else. I got this whole room. I'm trying to get them. In order for all of you to get what you desire, you must become something else that you are not. Now, let's talk about time, because time is an illusion. It's also the only resource that we have. It's the truth. So, oh my God, I'm so mad I left my headphones at home and all of this stuff here. Time is an illusion, but it's the greatest currency that we have. The truth is, man messed it all up. We value what we call currency when time is the actual currency. But don't worry, I'll break it down in another call, just not this one. There's a future you, which isn't a future you. That's an illusion. There's a present you. That's also an illusion. And then there's a past you, which is also an illusion. Because the truth is, they're all you. You're on every timeline of your life. Right now, always, and forever. Why do you think you can remember the past? Because you're still there. I just blew somebody's top off. I just blew somebody's top off.
Antonio,
I still hope that.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Phil.
there's a book called The Education of Oversoul 7 by Jane Roberts, who did all the Seth work. And she got this book. She wrote this book based on her experience through channeling the entity called Seth, which that's where Abraham Hicks got a lot of their information.
Yeah.
But Oversoul 7 is an oversoul that's manifested in 4 different lives at 4 different times, at 4 different time continuums, and is being educated by another soul. It's like multi-dimensional chess.
Yep.
So say we exist now and in the past and in the future, that's exactly what the book says. It's called The Education of Oversoul 7.
Somebody should have wrote that book down. My favorite one is Law of One. It's my favorite. The Law of One is, of course, law, right? There's another book like that has another entity channeling through a English teacher, I believe. Came out in 1981, the year I was born. 1981 or around that time. And everything Phil just said, same thing. And this has been happening. While some of you know this, you're both wrong and right, because there is no wrong or no right. If you know it, but you're still allowing the information to flow through you, fantastic. If you know it and you're judging if I'm going to say something, wrong, right? You're always supposed to allow energy to flow through you, good and bad. The way that I explained that, and I gave it to Law when he was down here, and I give it to all of you right now, and then we'll get to point number 1, okay? The way that I explain that is the moon. Unless you are, unless you are a farmer or a sailor.
Sorry, before
you want to do it, Law?
No, I want you to finish it. I don't want to finish it, but I'm just going to say crescent moon is what has been replaying in my head over and over since I got back. Every moment I feel like I want to correct. I say crescent moon, crescent moon. All right, go ahead, continue.
Okay. He had a breakthrough. I'm breaking down the law. I'm saying, you know, Rob, he's having an issue. And I said, listen, think of it like the moon. You don't care nothing about the moon. I mean, you're not a farmer. You're not a sailor. The moon goes up, comes down, goes up, goes down. You know, really never goes up, goes down, it disappears. So, and you don't care nothing about it. Doesn't matter. You've never went, stupid moon. How dare you disappear, right? You never argued with the moon. But the truth is, that moon has massive energy. As a matter of fact, we wouldn't be alive without it. The oceans would not respect their boundaries. The oceans would not respect their boundaries without the moon. Just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. We wouldn't know seasons without the moon, nor would we be able to see at night without the moon. The moon does affect, we wouldn't even be able to navigate without the moon, because the moon gives enough reflection for the stars at a billion millions, but not billion millions, but billions years, light years away. Yet, all that energy, moon has life-saving energy. And watch this, y'all. You let all that pass through you with no consequence. And I hit Law with this. So why you don't do the people in your life that way you got a problem with? Did y'all see him shout? Think about that. The Law said, oh, so it's like a crescent moon. Law, won't you pick up right there? Tell them how you took that and you said, so it's a little half moon. Okay, I get it. It ain't no perfect moon. Go ahead, Law.
Right, so it's not a perfect moon. So I took it as, wow, they go crescent moon, and I go about my day. Oh, okay. So when he stated that, I said, oh, so I don't really worry about it. It's, oh, wow, nice. Crescent moon. Okay, great. All right, keep it rolling. So then that's when it started to connect as far as always correcting people or feeling that you always have to be right. So now I'm in a stage where I have to remind myself now, crescent moon. Crescent moon. When I feel the urge to, and it happens, I work with some unintelligent people sometimes. I have to go crescent moon. And it's actually been working, and I'm actually catching myself. And when you actually do get to that point, or you're actually on that journey, that's when you no longer block your blessings and the energy starts to flow through.
Boom. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Listen, if you just got on this phone call, I said in the announcement part, if you want more of this, and if you want to text me some questions, I'm releasing my phone number, 409-500-1546. 409-500-1546. You can video message me some videos asking questions. I'll put my video with yours, throw it up there. You'll be on social media. You can have a good time. Text me back and forth. I'm giving you access to me. Want to change the world together, okay? You should know that Law is 100% right. It's amazing when you think, oh, look at all this energy going across, and it didn't mean me no never mind. That's old Texas folk talk. The people in your life, they should be like that. Okay? The only time that you have a problem is when you become offended, and most of you are offended all the time. To be offended means the universe revolves around you. To allow, catch it, different words, means you create the universe for you. Rewind, press play. To be offended means the universe revolves around you. To allow means you create the universe for you. There is a fundamental difference between those two statements. I'll tell you very quickly. When the universe moves around you, you're so important, but everything is a mechanical effect. Cause and effect, you have no control. You're just important. But when you create your reality, when you create the universe, you bend it to your desires. I can use any school of thought. Which one would you like? Earl Nightingale. Of course, man has everything he wants. He has no choice but to have what he wants because he think it, so it's automatically his. That's Earl Nightingale. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you, right? Now we in Christian scriptures. That's right. I keep going. I go on and on. I go to Friedrich Nietzsche. Everybody, prosperity has one voice. Everybody's saying one thing. And the truth is, you are meant here to dominate and create what you want for yourself. But you can't do it if you don't understand everything I said before you. One more thing, and then I'll finally get to my first point. And if you just joined us, I couldn't give it to you because if I told y'all to be happy, you was going to be like, man, whatever. Because your pastor done told you to be happy. Your mama done told you to be happy. The Christmas tale done told you to be happy. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer done told you to be happy. What was the Disney movie with the car that did the stuff? It was a Disney movie with the car. It was like a little beetle. They just redid it. Anyway, Lindsay Lohan was in it, but a long time ago. Anyway, somebody know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that told you to be happy. What was Shamu, the Big Whale? Michael Jackson sang the song. What was the name of it? Free Willy. Free Willy told you to be happy. Okay? All of it. Eddie Murphy and Changing Places told you to be happy. Everybody told you to be happy. And you still are not happy. Old man once told me, Tony, how much stuff would you wake up with if you only woke up with the stuff you thanked God for yesterday? That was tough, ain't it? That was tough. That was tough. Because at that time, I'd have had nothing. I ain't thanked nothing for nothing. No kids, no breath, no life. I just wouldn't have woke up. Or I'd be like old folk in Texas. They say he woke up dead. Right? Which I'm not sure how that works, but it does work out. We say a lot of crazy stuff in Texas. But it's all smart. If it's in the well, it'll come up in the bucket, right? It's all smart stuff now. It's all smart. We ain't had no education down here, right? We ain't had no education. Now, one more thing, and we'll open this up. Let's go back to that time thing. Time is an illusion. Future you, past you, present you, all the same you. You exist on every timeline at the same time. I'm going to say this and I'm going to move because it's a different call in all your lives. Different call. Okay? I'm moving. Phil got it. The other Phil got it. My team got it, but different call. Okay? And you get inspiration from all of them. The truth is, inspiration today is only a memory from future you. If you look up the root word of inspire, it is to burn from within. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, right? But how? Because you, on another timeline, said, Daryl, ATS, go look for a young mentor. Now, I'm not going to do that. Daryl, we already winning over here. We already on our ranch. Relax. Just go do it. And you go, no, and it's this burning fire. And all of a sudden, that divine connection meets. And now you're the president of the ATS network. Right? Because future you was like, stop. Relax. Which is why, last thing, before I get to my 11 point, which is why words don't matter. Vibration does, but words carry a vibration. The original language was never words, it was vibration. This means every time law is around a family member that makes him feel bad, big law, source is screaming to law, stop. Because if it was the right thing, if it was what law wanted before he got here, different class, okay? If it was what law agreed upon before he got here, before he came to remember it, remember, to join back into the membership, or as I like to say, to remember you are God, different call. Don't throw stones at me, right? That, then you would have harmony with that decision, harmony with that person. Some of you are holding on to relationships you need to let go. Not in malice, not in contempt. Simply, I love you so much, I allow you to create what you desire over there. And you know what some of you are going to say? No, you don't know how mean they are. You don't know. You don't know they're a molester. You don't know that they're rapists. You don't know that they're this, they're that. Stop correcting crescent moon, far in from law, okay? Because the people they take advantage of secretly want to be taken advantage of. They too are master creators. I know that's difficult. It's difficult. Laura, go ahead.
It's funny that you say that because on Facebook today, I came across one of my old high school mates, right? I remember lending him some money in the DMV. He was going to lose his license or whatever it was, the situation, and I lent him the money. And when it came time for him to give me the money back, I didn't hear from him. It was nothing. It was just like, just disappeared. What happened? Come to find out, I came across him after so many years later, and mind you, I said, when I see him, I'm going to punch him in the face. So I seen his profile today, and I didn't feel anything. I was just like, I'm glad to see you doing good. And I left it at that.
Good. That's because you are more in tune with source than you've ever been.
Okay.
Because God doesn't kill God. Nor does God, pay attention, create something in God's life that God doesn't like. Ooh, hey, just so y'all know, we're gonna be on stuff like this for quite some time. I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the year in this kind of stuff. Law says, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, this is normally I'd be like, you know what? I want to teach about money. No, because I love this stuff. This is the stuff I love. Okay. All right. Pause. Pause. Everybody take a deep breath and receive this. Anything you think about this information is not wrong. You're right. Just know you will reap the harvest of your rightness. And if it doesn't serve you, then the right you keep creating keeps you in a cycle of poverty. Number one, I'd say all of that just to get here. Number one, begin with gratitude. There is a great book on this. Rhonda Byrne, Lady of the Secret. I think her second book in the Secret series is called The Magic. And she calls gratitude magic. And it is. There's a fantastic book by Bob Proctor. When I was first on this, well, no, that's not true. I've been on this journey since the 80s. But when the universe start monetizing this journey for me, did you hear what I said? I chose my words very wisely. I didn't monetize it. The universe said, "Now get paid. I'll send you Dion. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I seen your Doja. She paid full price. Pam Norris, she can't wait to spend." When the universe started monetizing this almost 12 years ago, I stumbled across a book by Bob Proctor called Magnet to Money. It wasn't even a book, it was a CD. Like it literally is how long ago it was, right? And in this book, he said three things that blew my mind. I've been doing them all three of them ever since. I give all three of them to you now because you can't do them without gratitude. Number one, he said in the beginning of the book, Oprah is a billionaire, not because she was happy when she became a billionaire. She herself has quoted, "I would never have the money if I wasn't happy before I had the money." Blew my mind. Because at that point, I was broke. Broke. My car had no AC, paint rusted on the side, back window out. It was taped. Wish I had some broke folk. This was after my third repossession. Credit was a 397. Credit was so bad they wouldn't even take my cash. That's how bad my credit was. Okay? It was that bad. My credit was that bad. My credit was that bad. And this man said, I got to be happy. Broke blew my mind. And it was easy for me to believe because he brought up Oprah. And I love Oprah. Okay. You talk bad about Oprah or Ellen, we got a problem. Okay? That's me. I ain't trying to bother nobody. You understand? All right, look, that's Nemo. You understand? You understand? I mean Dory, I mean. But we try to find Nemo. You get it. Now, then he hits me with this other thing. In the same book, none of these work out gratitude. He turns around and he tells this story about the pool. He tells it in a low baritone voice. I'll simulate it now. Some of you, you're like the pool. You go into the Olympic-sized swimming pool. You're ready to swim. You have on your swimsuit. And all the water is super dark blue like my shirt. And there's a pool attendant that says, hey, sorry, the pool is closed. We don't know how long it's going to be closed. It is closed indefinitely. Someone overnight contaminated the pool. It is unusable. It is toxic. You can't use it. But don't worry. We have the best filtration system in the world. You can't see it, but dirty water is being pulled out and clean water is being pulled in. And at some point, this process will happen enough to where the pool will be clean. And then he drops the bomb. That's how your mind is. You can't use it. It's toxic. But don't worry. Your mind is the greatest machine of all time. It has a filtration system that's constantly taking out the bad and pumping in the new. All you have to do, I feel somebody's energy right now, is keep pumping in clean water and getting rid of the dirty. Blew my mind. And before I get to the third one, let me tell you, some of you right now, you're like a 5-gallon bucket full of mud. This is my talk now. He's nicer than me. I'm not that nice, okay? My alpha male, this is direct, okay? You are a 5-gallon bucket of mud. Filthy, nasty. You and your partner, okay? And here's what happens. You don't like that mud no more. And every time you look at that mud, you blame your partner. I'm talking to somebody, Grace. And then you done fooled around and heard an Antonio Smith or your pastor, and you say, you know what? I'm going to believe this. I'm going to pour some clean water in. And you take your little 8 ounces and you pour it in the 5 gallons of mud and don't nothing happen. And you go, you know what? This don't work. I'm done. They told me if I did that, you know what? They told me I was going to get these customers real easy with the ATS network. I'm done. I'm done. And you don't even realize that your mind is so toxic, you only attracting the people in your life who are going to waste your time. Ooh. It's not the system. It's your attraction. That's what's really happening. Okay? Now, in order to fix that 5-gallon bucket, you got to hit that 5-gallon bucket of mud with way more than 5 gallons of clean water. When you hit it with 5 gallons of clean water, now you're going to say, it still ain't done. That's too much work. This looks the same. I quit. I'm wet. It's dirty all around. Because you do know, once you start pouring it, pay attention, clean water to what was dirty, everything around to get messed up. How many of you that right there right now? Your whole life messed up because you done fool around and start following me. Your life is messed up because you done start pulling. You ain't got no cleaning, no cleanliness, but your feet is all messed up because that dirty done ran out and it ran out to where people can see. Ooh, I'm talking today. It done ran out to where people can see your health now. They can see your attitude. They can see the stuff that was covered up. And now they talking about you. I thought this was going to work, Law. Come on now. Jerome, I thought this was the last one. Come on now. Don't fool me now. Don't fool me. Darryl, you president, that's still working? When y'all go lunch, right? Right? All that stuff. All of that. And not because you messed up, because you clean it up. Whoop. I wish I had somebody, right? You clean it up and the dirty stuff come out. Now, the regular person, when guests come, and I love this about people, when guests come, we hide that 5-gallon filthiness to the back room. Come on in here in the living room, because grandmother said that whatever you do, make sure you keep that living room clean and that kitchen clean, whatever they can see. And that bathroom clean, just in case somebody got to use the bathroom. Don't fool me now. We all had the same grandmother. You understand? Now, and then look, y'all put on your little front because the mother ain't saying, oh, Grace, I love you. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. As soon as they walk out, you got to bring that 5-gallon mud back out. Now you ain't talking to each other again. In order to get rid of that 5-gallon bucket of mud, takes almost 100 gallons. 5 gallons of filth can only be eradicated by 100 gallons of pure. This is why smart people, this is why great speakers like Les Brown will tell you one motivational book ain't going to work. It is a page after a page after a page over a lot of times because you're continuously pouring in clean water. And that clean water is continuously filtering. But just like the pool, you can't see on the surface, I got a word for somebody. But underneath, baby, you changing. Underneath, that harvest is coming. Underneath, your downline is building. Keep building. That was a word for somebody. I think Alon caught all that one, okay? And Mo Williams caught all that one, okay? None of that works without gratitude. You know why? Well, before I tell you why, let me give you the third one. So he drops the open thing on me. He drops the pool thing on me. Then this man tells me, go somewhere all the time. I want you to write down how many multiple streams of income you want. Go somewhere all the time. Be the weird guy that always sits there. And I want you to just think of the thing you want. It's not going to come. But at some point, it will. And when it does, it'll change your life. I sat at Starbucks, 2012 with Texas. Broke. We were so broke, we couldn't even drive halfway to meet each other. I wish I had some real transparent broke folk. I mean, you know you broke. When you drive, get a bag of chips to sit in Starbucks because you can't afford what's in Starbucks. 2012, we wrote everything we wanted to do in this company. It was called Make a Legacy. Every last bit of it has come true. Every bit of it. Every single bit of it in 2012, flat, broke. Every bit of it. And I sat at that Starbucks not having a clue what to do. And then the universe said Code Inc. It was a tech company. Then from Code Inc. came, I had a problem with Code Inc. The problem was we was trying to do something so big, I ran out of money. And since I'm wealth-minded, I didn't go get a job, duh. I created an income-producing asset. And check this out. That income-producing asset is called ATS. To fix the problem of Code Inc., I created ATS to say, you know what we'll do? We'll do speaking. I'm pretty good at that. We'll do speaking. We'll do coaching. We'll get it. And then now, what was my side business gives me the most prestige of all of them. All my cash, all my wealth is flowing through what is ATSJR Company. Because this man told me, sit in one place and think about it until it comes. And at no point, Pam Norris, could I have pulled any of those three things off. Oprah, the pool, understanding, or sitting, manifesting something that ain't coming soon, because you know how quick we want it. And every day I walk back defeated. But it didn't bother me because I was grateful. I can really stop the whole call right there. I should give you 10 more, though. Number 2, dream it. Go out, see what it looks like, contain the feeling of you having it, and build backwards. I know I desire to hire 25 people in the next 365 days. What I have done, thank you very much, I created a psychological profile for each of those people. Now, hear me well. I created a psychological profile for each one of those people. I know exactly what they look like psychologically, but not physically. Physically ain't my job. That ain't my battle. That's somebody's hiding mine. That ain't mine. Now I can't hire biasly because I know what I'm looking for. So when someone walk up and meet the criteria, they hire. When someone doesn't fit that criteria, I ain't got to worry about getting stabbed in the back no more. Because now I ain't so desperate to put people in my circle. I meant all of that, okay? To say a word, right? I'm not so desperate to just push people close to me. I got psychological profiles. But what I've done is I've dreamed it. I know what they are. I know who they are. I know it's 25. I know 2 of them are media. 22 of them are customer service / sales / happiness people. 1 is an assistant for Tempest. I know it. I've already built it. I have. Already built it. I've dreamed it. Now it has no choice but to come to me manifested. Is that making sense to y'all? Making some good sense? All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's keep going. Anybody got something to say? You want to say something? Anybody got a question? Or you got your phone, you got your stuff muted, Jerome.
You know you crazy, right?
Oh, I've been there.
But I ain't going. But you notice I ain't gone nowhere, right?
I sure appreciate you.
Keep it bringing. Come.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Number 3. Number 3. Think bigger. Okay. In order to attract wealth into your life, you got to think bigger. I don't mean that as a cliche. I mean you think too small. I mean, you have underestimated how much it's going to cost for your business to get off the ground. You thought, like Pam Norris and Antonio Smith, we thought 14 years was going to be enough. It ain't. Right? It's not. It's not even close. Some of you thought you was going to be retired by 30. How many of you said that? You thought your first network marketing company was going to be the one, the second one, the third one, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Ain't none of that happened either. And some of them did happen. But then you put all your prestige and wealth in that company and not in income producing assets. Let me just pause before I take Chris' question. I'm gonna need y'all to hear this very well. When me and Tippers make y'all rich, take that money out of the ATS network and go buy real estate. Okay? I'm telling you right now, don't hold that money. Because money is useless unless you're spending it. Do you understand? I want you to keep. Okay, let me say it a different way so everybody get it. Don't you keep that money in your downline because we pay every week. That money in your downline needs to go to your real estate. And if you are any CEO telling you different, run. All right, go ahead, Chris. I'm listening.
All right, can you hear me well?
Loud and clear, sir.
All right, so I wanted to say this because I was listening to everything. I've been paying attention to a lot of different things, reading a lot of documentaries and books like that. And one thing I want to say, it seems like any person that does something great or like motivating or revolutionary is thought of crazy in the beginning, but it's that mindset of thinking beyond what is believed to be impossible or untouchable. And I think the only way that you can really get to, going back to what you're saying, like your future self and much more, is you got to push yourself beyond your comfort zone to get to that point, because most people are not going to understand because I guess it's not given to them, it's not their vision. But when you start dreaming things and you know your gifts much more, I feel like when you put yourself outside your comfort zone and just stick to the path, eventually things come to, I guess, piece together. I hope that makes sense.
That is absolutely correct. Everything you said is correct. Everything you said is just correct, and every great teacher has said that, because you're born here to remember how great you are, and you can't be great in a comfort zone. If some of you are religious, would you serve a God that's stuck in his comfort zone? Think about that for a second. Right? I mean, she said, watch it. I mean, think about that. Would you really? Hey, God, I got a great idea. I want to start a network marketing company. Wait, Tony. That's a lot. You asking a lot of me right now, right? Think about that for a second. Would you really? Oof, God. I'm from Oklahoma. I want to move to California. Oof, that's far, man. That's expensive. That's you wouldn't serve that deity. None of you are meant to be in your comfort zone, because none of you are people. You're not. Jim Carrey says this best. Well, Jim Carrey was actually quoting someone else. I can't remember. Fantastic name, though. It's an Indian guy. He said, no, Jim Carrey said this. I used to think I was a human having a conscious experience. I now realize I'm consciousness having a human experience. That's different. That's completely different. Michelle G asked a question on my cell phone. If you have not heard yet, 409-500-1546 is the number. All of you can text me, ask me questions at any time. This is all throughout your life. Now, feel free to text me at night. I'm just not going to answer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to get in trouble with no big daddies and no big mamas. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to get, who is this? I don't want none of the messages. I will respectfully respond to you in proper hours. Do you understand? Okay. Just so we clear. I don't want your man, boo, or your woman. Okay? All right. Good. So if I have already saw, well, it's a whole different world now. So if I've already saw my business and drew it out, how I want it to design, is that what you mean? Absolutely. That's absolutely. Once you draw it out, see it, now what you got to do is you got to take massive action and go get it. Everybody write this down for me. Moving forward solves all problems. I'll prove this to you scientifically. Moving forward, this isn't number 4. This is just me dropping nuggets. Moving forward solves all problems, okay? Moving forward solves all problems. I'll prove that to you. Newton's first law of motion says an object at rest will remain at rest until an unbalanced force acts upon it. If you just inverse that law, it's like black, white, if you just inverse it, sun, moon, then now that law reads any object in motion will remain in motion, especially if an unbalanced force is pushing it. Rewind, press play. As long as you move it, you're going to stay moving, especially if you're being pushed by something. This simply means that if you want to solve all your problems, move. The universe, by scientific default, must keep you moving. Period. That is a law. Don't think about it, because we know scientifically everything is in motion. We call it the law of vibration. Nothing ever slows down. We actually have something. Nothing ever completely slows down. We actually have a theory of things that completely slow down. We call it 0 degrees Kelvin. When all molecular motion stops, it's at 0 degrees Kelvin. You don't know nothing at 0 degrees Kelvin. The universe is, she said, I remember this. The universe is ever expanding and everything is always in motion. The only reason why your feet is not moving is because the ground is impeding its movement. But if you move the ground, you will start moving again. Movement solves all problems, Michelle. Once you dream it, move. And the universe will conspire to keep you moving. That scientific law. Ask any engineer that. That is a fact. What you talking about, Willis? All right.
I got something to
Number
say.
4. You got something to say? Go ahead.
I do got something to say, and I hope this will benefit some of the people on the call as well. I tell folks I've been messing with you since April of last year, and as I listen to this call today, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be candid. You know, some of the stuff that you said, Antonio, I'm like Daryl. What's the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Okay. But here's the beauty, folks. For those of you who are listening, when Antonio made his third statement, I went bingo, diamond, hit it on the money. When he said, "You must go outside yourself, outside your awareness," I went, "No, he didn't." And when he said that, I went, "That's what happened to me last year when I ran into Antonio, because I couldn't figure out why things were different. I couldn't figure out why things had changed." And when he said what he said tonight, it went, "Jerome, that's exactly what happened to you, because you created everything that happened." He was talking about, I've been through those MLM. I did. I went through all of them. And everyone was going to be the one and blah, 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 and all that. But when it was all said and done, you were right back to where you were. You created that. So what made the difference? And I went, "Oh, no, he didn't." And I went, that's why I'm still on the call. And that's why I'm still listening. Because for me, for Jerome, can't speak for anybody else, that is concrete. That is solid. That is money in the bank. And I ain't going nowhere. And just like the good book said, I ain't going to quit until you bless me. So guess what?
I know that's right.
Keep talking. I'm here.
I know that's right. I ain't mad at you. Well, since you so adequately transitioned us, number 4. Build an empowering reality. Exactly what he just man said. How many of you, when you leave ATS, now you don't have to answer this out loud, because y'all know our reality is different, right? You do know that. Okay. When you leave ATS, it's like, damn, I need another call. Because ain't no growth going, and I doggone sure ain't fit to grow around here. Come on, don't. You ain't got to answer out loud. 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 But your home is killing you. Your home is killing you. Now, you have options. Well, you got really one option that's viable. The only real option you have is to establish a new home up here. If you can't leave home because it's your spouse, it's your parents, you live with your parents, you live with your siblings, whatever that may be, okay? You need to establish a new home. That simply means, you know what? I'm so glad that I brought this. I didn't even mean to bring this up. God, this is so good. I didn't mean to bring this up. Hold on real quick. My name. There it is. All right. At least I need you to receive this, okay? I do this. I realized my home was the source of my poverty.
Mm.
And someone, while I was gone, was saturating the house with poverty.
Ooh.
And when I got home, that was no longer my construction, it was theirs. I'm trying to help somebody now.
Mm.
And I realized I need to establish a new home. I can't leave, but I can mentally. Am I helping somebody? Watch this here, and we're almost done. I want to share my note. I actually have a note, and I update it periodically, okay? Here it is. Y'all see this? It says, my new home city.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't even, periodically. When the last time that's been updated? Can y'all see that? It was on my birthday, too. Funny. 2 years ago, if you can't see, I'm gonna, oh, crap. Since I just edited it, right? They changed the date. Hopefully you saw it. It said July 20th, 2017. Okay, hopefully you saw it. 2 years ago. I actually have this. This is real. Okay? I want to retire in this city. That's a different story. Okay? Different story. Okinawa, this says, pay attention to the words, Law. This has got to be for you. My new home cities. Okay? I've never been to either one. I'm actually on my way to this one. I've never been to either one, but I know for sure I look at them, I Google them, and my home is here now because the home they tried to put me in is toxic.
Mm.
I hope I just helped somebody. If you can't leave, I helped you, Law. Okay, if you can't leave up here.
Yeah.
My favorite restaurant is no longer in America.
Oh, wow.
Did I just change your thinking? That's where I'm at. Let's say from Law, then Chris.
Okay, so it's funny that you say that because that is exactly how I got through foster care. My home became up here, and my escape from the crappy homes that I was in was here, and then going to school, being in a different environment. So just telling me that I need to go back to my old ways, and that's how I made it out.
There you go. See that? But it's the old ways that got you out of foster care. But you were taught it was just you aging up. So they snatched your awareness and said you just got older, things happened, your mama came back. No, that's not what happened. You survived because you were bigger than that situation.
Mm-hmm.
We always turn our miracles into metaphors.
Mm.
We always do that. We always turn our miracles into metaphors. Because adults teach us to do that. Because adults can't have, they got that calcified thinking. They're what is it? The pineal, it's going to come back. I got all these words in my head, right? You know what I'm talking about. Your seven, penile, thank you. It's calcified. You can't think. Right? Anyway, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, when I was listening to everything that you said, it just reminded me of everything that I've been doing like recently and for the past couple of years. Because for the longest, I've been taught like this is like check to check, poverty mindset. This is this kind of people. You'll never get to that. Or you should live like this, and just all this kind of toxic kind of energy and voices and things like that. And so I just made up my mind like, okay, if I'm going to change my reality, I'm going to have to do something for myself. And if I can't change the environment I'm in, I'm going to have to change something internal, and that was my mind. So I made myself start listening to like different podcasts, reading different books and things like that. Even though I was completely still in that kind of environment, I felt like, protected, because I kept fueling my mind with different thoughts to counter all the other stuff that was coming from the outside and trying to, and take in. So for the past couple of years, I've been like doing that and building up to the point where it's like, if anything toxic from the outside tries to come at me, it doesn't really buzz me anymore, because I'm so used to I guess going back to your other analogy, filtering and putting more positive and things to empower my mind.
You always say all facts, man. There's no way I can say that, right? And I'm glad you kind of made that a bit of a testimony too, man. And that is what poverty would do to you. And Chris, you're a sharp guy. You're a real sharp guy. Nothing wrong with that at all. 100% facts. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to end this phone call. This phone call is really just designed to be an hour, so I won't go over that. I just put into your chat 5 through 11. Now, here's what I want you to know. We're going to beat this dead horse, law of attraction, every single chance we get, because I love this. This is how I started off, okay? I serve my audience, an audience that pays me so I can do this. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? This is very important. 409-500-1546. You should write that down. You should already be texting me, okay? You should already be texting me. 409-500-1546. This is what I want you to do. All of you, hear me now, hear me later. It's there. It's for that reason. What you're going to do is you're going to ask me questions. I'll answer them. I prefer video questions because I can put them on social media. Do you understand? I prefer video questions, but I will answer questions of text. But let there be 98% video messages, 2% text. Because the fastest way to build trust online is video. Okay? So remember that. 409-500-1546. If you know another CEO, and here's a surprise. Next week or the week after, we're going to be giving you Tiffany's number, and she's going to be doing the same thing. Yes. So if you know any CEO that's going to turn right around and give you our number, like we bought phones just so you can have. You understand what I'm saying? She just told me, you go first. Let me see how it goes. You go first. She always makes me go first. You understand? You go ahead, Phil.
There's a bank in Ohio that the CEO, it's a $5 billion bank, and he publishes his direct line, his cell phone, and his home number. Park National Bank.
That's exactly why he got so much money. Keep going, Phil. That was good. That's exactly why he's got so much money.
Yeah, one other just possible wordsmithing. I personally get a weird vibration when I talk about somebody's going to empower me. Oh, isn't that nice of you? You're going to empower me. How sweet of it. And I was thinking, what's a better word for empowering? And I think it possibly could be responsible. I'm not going to empower you. I'm going to ask you to be responsible. So build a responsible reality. Might be a better way of saying that.
I like it. Let's change it right now, y'all. Build a responsible reality, because all of you should be responsible for your own life. Just try not to respond to things. Create things. Okay? 409-500-1546. Here are my final words. Well, here are almost my final words. Take advantage of video messaging me. There are some people on the line right now that make $250,000 a year. I'm looking at one of them right now. I won't say who they are because they don't need you in their income like that. Yeah. And I am now charged with supplementing and then replacing that $250,000 a year so we can go smoke some cigars and drink some scotch together in the state that he lives in. He knows who I'm talking about. Okay? Now, what you want to do is take full advantage, because, and this is the truth, I haven't told you nothing you don't already know. The truth is, is layered and covered with what they told you to forget, what they told you to focus on. I am you. You are me. We are God. Different phone call. I'll let you throw stones at me on that phone call. Okay? If you want to say lowercase g, I get it. That's cool. It's all good. But we are from the same source. And we are physical manifestations of that source. And I just want you to know, I'm no smarter than you. Albert Einstein was no smarter than you. Everything in this world was invented by someone no smarter than you. You just tapped in a little bit faster and more than you. That is all. All you have to do is tap in, is take from that sacred text, my cup runneth over. My cup does run over. Put your empty cup next to my cup and get you a head start. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. You see the replay tomorrow and all other stuff. Thank you for coming out. God bless you, and good night.